Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. This is our last day together before our holiday break for Thanksgiving next week. And so we're going to go through all the letters we've learned so far, and I won't see you for a whole week. So read lots of books at home and have fun. I hope you've been working on all your little papers every day that I gave you to work on at home. If you haven't finished those, keep working on those. So I can't wait to see them when we come back to school. Let's review our letters before we have our last stories with Mrs. Boat before our vacation time. This is Dee Dee Dear Duh. Dee Dee Dear Duh. Dee Dee Dear D. The kids in the afternoon class are learning the name of the letter D for Dee Dee Dear. Ellie Elephant, eh. Ellie Elephant, eh. She makes a eh sound like she's eating a bad peanut. And her letter is E. Many of you have E in your name. Exit. D, D, dear again. This is the lowercase d. D, D, dear, duh. D. And there's the letter D. Some of you have a D that you write for your name. Letters are in our name, aren't they? Gordo Gorilla, guh. Gordo Gorilla says guh. Like guh. God says guh. Guh, guh. Grayson and Gabe and Garrett and Charlotte Grams. Gabe and Garrett and Grayson. Gabe, there's a lot of G's in our class, and Charlotte Grams. Yep, those are use the most important big G. Guh. Francie Fish, like funny face. F. Letter F. Allie Alligator, ah. Allie Alligator, ah. Apple. Letter A. Some of you big kids really know your letters. This is Ellie Elephant, but this is the most important big E, capital E. For names, E. She says, egg. Elena, Punky's name is Elena with a E, isn't it? E. Who's upside down? Are all these letters are upside down. Katina Cat, K. She says K like cookie. And that's letter C, isn't it? Yes. Jerry Jellyfish, our new letter that we just met this week. Jerry Jellyfish, J. Jerry Jellyfish, J. Like jam and jelly. Jesus uses a big capital J because it's a most important name. Jesus starts with J. Jesus, God's Son. J for Jesus, J. Jerry Jellyfish's little letter J. J. Jam, jelly, jar, jog, and jump. Jerry Jellyfish wants to play a game with you with jogging and jumping when you come back to school. All the letters have games, don't they? J. Gordo Gorilla, Guh. Gordo Gorilla, Guh. This is the lowercase, not the most important capital G, but the lowercase G with all the bananas hanging down. Gordo Gorilla's banana, Guh. Bubba Bear, Buh is letter B. Katina Cat's most important capital letter, C for cookie and cake. K. Maybe you'll be having some of those on Thanksgiving Day. Honey Horse, huh? Huh. Happy. Hippopotamus. We can feel H. Hot. Hot. H. Honey Horse. Okay. Francie Fish. Big F, like for Fonzie. Most important big letters are for names, like Fonzie is Francie Fish, F. Bubba Bear, Buh. Bubba Bear, Buh. Baby, bunny, Buh. Bexley uses the big Bubba Bear B, don't you, Bexley? Yes. Any inchworm, insect, Any inchworm is an insect. That's a little I, isn't it? William, you have two of those. William is the I expert, and he has two little I's in his name. Allie Alligator, ah. Allie Alligator, ah. Letter A. That was our first letter this year, Allie Alligator. A is at the beginning of the alphabet. A, B, C. We say A first, don't we? Honey Horse. This is Hans's most important, capital H. Ha, ha. Hans is our expert. Hans. Try that. Say Hans. You can feel that, can't you? There's his most important letter, H. Honey Horse. And our last one, Innie Inchworm. I. This is the big Innie Inchworm's letter, I. And it's letter I. And it's also a word like, I love you. Or I am thankful for you, boys and girls, that I can teach you and work with you and play with you and be with you every day. I thank God for you. Letter I. It's a letter and a word. That's cool, isn't it? Well, we're going to keep practicing those and learning those, but it's time for a good story. 2 stories before I leave you, and I won't see you for another week. So you can read lots of good stories at home till we're together again. I'm going to put my glasses on. The first story is called Thank You, Thanksgiving, and it's about a little girl who is so thankful for Thanksgiving. We can open up sometimes the front and the back cover. Show us the little girl. It snowed on their Thanksgiving Day. Do you think it will snow here on our Thanksgiving Day? Sometimes late fall is so cold it will snow. This little girl is so thankful for so many things. Look at her family. They're praying. They're about to eat, and I bet they're giving thanks. Thank You, Thanksgiving by David Milgram. Now they're eating all that delicious food. We celebrate at Thanksgiving all the food that has been picked in the harvest and grown all summer. Now we can celebrate with a big, delicious meal to say, thank you, God, for this wonderful harvest. Thank you, God, and thank you, Mom, for sending me. Ooh, she must be so responsible and grown up. Mom's sending her somewhere. Where's she going? Thank you, warm boots. Oh, she's glad she has warm boots in the snow. She's walking in the snow, isn't she? Thank you, music. Birds are singing. She's liking the birds singing. Thank you, pretty clouds. She's enjoying the clouds in this day, and so everything she says thank you to. God gave us pretty clouds. Thank you, rabbits. Do you see a little duck always following that little girl? She's friends with the animals, isn't she? Thank you, park. That's where she sees all those animals in the park. Parks are fun, aren't they? I see her tracks in the snow. Uh-oh. Do you see she lost? She lost her scarf. Uh-oh. Do you think she'll find it? Oh, Duck picked it up. Thank you, Duck. She is very thankful. Thank you, General Store. The lady at the store she had to buy something for her mom. So that's why she's being sent. Mom sent her to walk to the store. She must be old enough to buy something. And let's see what it is. Whipping cream. Whipped cream. What do you put whipped cream on? There she goes home. She says, thank you, snow people. Oh, she took the carrots out of their noses and gave them to the rabbits. So now the rabbits are happy. Thank you, snow people, for the carrot noses. She changed them and put different nose in there. Thank you, Hill. Whee! Isn't she very thankful this Thanksgiving Day? The hill gives us lots of fun for sledding. Everybody's clapping. The little girl's home. She was sent to the store. Everybody says, yay, yay, good job. She came back with the whipped cream. They're all clapping. Thank you, mixer. Now Mommy wants her to mix, 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 and stir, stir, stir. And the whipped cream gets big and fluffy and yummy. Thank you, pie with whipped cream. Pumpkin pie is really good with whipped cream, isn't it? Stir in the pumpkin, stir in the spice, put it in the oven, it smells so nice. Everybody loves to eat pumpkin, pumpkin. Everybody loves to eat pumpkin pie. That's for their dessert on Thanksgiving Day. Thank you, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving means bringing all her family together, aunts and uncles and friends. And especially her animal friends. Are they having a feast on Thanksgiving Day? Yeah, they say thank you to the little girl for feeding them and remembering them. It's good to be thankful. Thank you, God, for all the things you give us. Now there's one more story. It dropped on the floor, but it's right here. It says, this is the turkey. So our stories today are about being thankful today. Not a story from long ago and the Indians and the pilgrims that first lived on this land, but people of today celebrating Thanksgiving Day, like you're going to do next week. This one's called This is the Turkey. And oh, boys and girls, the turkey smelled so good in the oven. But something's going to happen to the turkey. See all the family? And there's a big turkey that roasted in the oven. Smells so good. But wait till you find out what happens. Oh no, this is written by Abby Levine. She wrote a funny story. And the pictures are by Paige, Bill, and Fry. And she does some really cute pictures. This is the turkey. This is a turkey to shout about. And Max is the one who picked it out at the store. At the grocery store, you can buy a turkey. And you can take it home and cook it. This is the pan where it roasts away for the guests who are coming on Thanksgiving Day. You need a big pan to put it in the oven. This is the sister who kneads the bread as Dad stirs the cranberries ruby red while the turkey is roasting away for the guests who are coming on Thanksgiving Day. They're getting the food ready and guests are coming. Guests means visitors, and I wonder who they will be to come to the house that day. This is the uncle with the salad greens. This is the aunt with the famous beans who kisses the sister and loves the bread and praises the cranberries that are ruby red while sniffing the turkey. Ooh, the aunt and uncle say it smells good. It's roasting away for the guests who are coming on Thanksgiving Day. So the guests are starting to arrive. These are the cousins who come to play with Max and his sister on Thanksgiving Day. Maybe you're going to have cousins or family to come to at your house, or maybe you'll go to their house. These are the neighbors, their arms piled high with cookies and brownies and pumpkin pie. Desserts for Thanksgiving. So the neighbors are coming. Maybe the neighbor's family lives far, far away and they can't be with them this year. So the neighbors are coming. This is the turkey to shout about, and soon Max's mother will take it out. It's almost ready. This is a broccoli. Ooh, there's quite a lot. And this is the stuffing piping hot. And these are the cranberries ruby red and the yams and the gravy and the homemade bread. This is the table beautifully spread. Everybody's worked hard on the food and they're going to have a big feast. This is a turkey to shout about, crispy and golden and yikes! Oh dear, Max and Mother, oh dear, were they not watching where they were going? The turkey's flying through the air, look. Oh dear, it looks like there's a little toy on the floor. Did Max step on the toy? Oh my goodness, he did, and crashed, and the turkey went flying. Says, yikes. Watch out. Oh goodness, where did the turkey go? In the fish bowl? In the water? Splash. Oh my goodness, this is Grandma, who says, Max dear, we have all we need because everyone's here. Grandma says, you didn't mean to, Max. Remember, our moms and dads and God and your teachers, we love you so much. No matter what happens, you are always loved. That's okay, Max. He didn't mean to do that. This is the grandpa who takes his seat. No turkey? No problem. I'm hungry, Grandpa says. Let's eat. There's lots of other food, isn't there? This is the thanks for all that's good. Home and family and friends and food. And this is the time to pass salad greens, a heaping bowl full of famous beans, bunches of broccoli in a pot, savory stuffing, piping hot. Oceans of cranberries ruby red, yams and gravy and homemade bread. And after a little time's gone by, cookies and brownies and pumpkin pie. Maybe they'll have whipped cream like the little girl in our other story. These are the games, and this is the fun after Thanksgiving dinner is done. Remember, like the Indians and Pilgrims, they played games and had songs and dancing and sang around the campfire and danced. Just like at the first Thanksgiving, we sometimes play games and have a lot of fun on that day. These are the guests as they go away. Time to leave at the end of the day. Oh, everybody's full and tired and happy. This is the end of a happy day. This is Max, who says, I bet we had the best Thanksgiving yet. And boys and girls, I hope you have the best Thanksgiving yet with your family. Whatever you do or wherever you go, I bet it'll be a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving day. I can't wait to hear all about it when we get back. So happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to pray and give thanks to God for all your blessings.